Welcome back to the Bad Influence podcast where we give you the tools to conquer life. I'm the bad influence that you need in your life, Bjordan Banderas. How many times have you found yourself in a room full of people and you're feeling like the odd one out? That's a good question. Maybe you're stuck at work, watching someone with half your skills get ahead. Or you're with friends and it feels like you're just there, just blending into the background. I'm going to tell you something right now. The game isn't won by just talent or luck. The game is won with social skills. I know some of you are already shaking your heads thinking, but I'm not a people person. Guess what? That's no fucking excuse. If you want to succeed in life, whether it's in your career, relationships, or just navigating day-to-day situations, you've got to master the art of connecting with people. And today, we're going to break down the social skills you need to win in life. These are the skills that will give you an edge, even if you're not the smartest or the most talented person in the room. Because at the end of the day, the way you interact with others is what separates the winners from the rest. And that's the truth. And before you start thinking this is just some kind of motivational mumbo jumbo, let me tell you, this is based on real life experiences. I've seen people with zero qualifications get promoted. And I've seen people who know their jobs inside and out stay stuck in the same spot for years. What's the difference in this scenario? Social skills. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what social skills you need to master to get ahead, how to implement them, and how to change the game for yourself. So, buckle the fuck up because we're about to dive deep into the skills that can truly change your life, just like they did for me. Here's the problem we're dealing with right now. Too many people are sabotaging themselves by thinking that hard work alone is enough to succeed. They're grinding away, keeping their heads down, thinking that eventually someone will notice, right? You want to be rewarded for your hard work, and that's fine. But what they don't realize is that the people who are winning in life are not just the hardest workers. They're the ones who know how to communicate, how to connect, and how to make themselves seen. You could be the smartest person in the room, but if no one knows it because you don't know how to connect with others, it's game over for you. You'll watch others with fewer qualifications, less knowledge, and even less experience get ahead because they have mastered the art of relationships. And don't get me wrong, just don't. Hard work matters. But if you want to win in life, you need more than that. You need people in your corner and you need to know how to put yourself in front of the right opportunities. The truth is, it's not just about what you know, it's about who you know. And even more important than that, it's about how well you know them and how well they know you. Are you building relationships with the people who can help you grow? Are you establishing connections that last beyond just surface level interactions? If not, you're stuck playing a game you're never going to fucking win. The problem for so many people is that they think being good at their job or being a decent person is enough. But in a world that's fast-paced, highly competitive, and full of distractions, you need social skills to navigate the complex web of human interactions. But the good news is, these skills are not something you're born with. You can learn them. You can sharpen them. And that's exactly where we're going to dive into today. Let me take you back to when I was just starting out in customer service. I had all the qualifications. I had the drive and I knew my stuff inside and out. But I kept hitting a wall and it felt horrible. I was frustrated. It was bad. Whenever I thought I'd get ahead, someone else will swoop in and take the opportunity I thought was mine. And it wasn't because they were better than me. It was because they were better at working the room. There was this one guy, let's call him Matt. Matt didn't have half the skills I had. In fact, half the time he didn't even know what the fuck he was doing. But Matt knew how to talk to people. He knew how to make connections, how to make people feel comfortable, and most importantly, he knew how to sell himself. It didn't take long before Matt was getting promoted and getting the recognition I thought I deserved. At first, I was pissed. Just like anyone else would, right? I couldn't understand why my hard work wasn't enough. But then I realized something. Matt was playing a different game. While I was focused on doing my job, Matt was focused on building relationships. He wasn't just doing his work. He was making sure people knew him, liked him, and wanted to work with him. And that's when it hit me. If I wanted to win, I had to stop thinking that talent and hard work alone were going to get me there. I had to step up my social game, which is hard for a lot of people, especially in a completely new language, like in my case. So, I started paying attention to what Matt was doing. I tried learning how to talk to people, how to engage, and how to build rapport, and I sucked at it so badly because my English back then was so broken. But now that I have gotten better at speaking English and understanding it, I have started to do this, and I can tell you this is a fucking game changer. Once I put myself out there and focus on the relationships I was building, the opportunities started coming my way. And that's what I want you to take away from this. You need to master the social skills if you want to win. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What are the actual social skills you need to develop if you want to win in life? First up, this one is going to be hard for a lot of you, especially if you're bilingual or if you have never done this. I'm talking about effective communication. That's right. You have to communicate and you have to be effective while doing it. And I'm not just talking about knowing how to say the right words. I'm talking about being able to actively listen, ask the right questions, and communicate in a way that makes people feel heard. Too many people are just waiting for their turn to speak. But if you want to build meaningful connections, you need to truly listen and respond to what others are saying. Second, this one is going to be twice as hard, especially now. Believe me, I'm talking about empathy. You need empathy. This is huge, so big. Because being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand where they're coming from is a game changer. Empathy helps you connect on a deeper level. And when people feel understood, they're more likely to trust you and want to work with you. So next time you're in a conversation, stop thinking about how you're going to respond and start thinking about what the other person is feeling. Third, this one is going to be hard as well. All of this, just so you know, was fucking hard for me. But the third step or the third tool is adaptability. Hmm. In social situations, things change fast. You never know what the hell is going to happen in the next 5 seconds. You need to be able to read the room, adjust your approach, and adapt to different personalities. What works with one person might not work with another. So if you want to succeed, you have to be flexible. Learn to adjust your communication style based on who you're talking to, and you'll be able to connect with anyone. And last, but definitely not least, confidence. Confidence is key. People are drawn to those who are self assured, and the truth is, confidence can be developed. You don't have to be born with it. The more you practice putting yourself out there, the more confident you'll become. And once you start exuding confidence, people will want to listen to you. They'll want to work with you. And they'll respect what you have to say. Let me tell you how these skills played out in my own life. Back when I was figuring out all this out, I remember this one meeting at work. I had a presentation to give. And let's just say I was ready. I was like, I knew my stuff inside out. I had everything prepared, everything. I wanted to kill it. But here's the thing. I wasn't connecting with the room. I was just spitting out facts, and I could see that people were tuning out. They really were. They were nodding, like, almost falling asleep, half asleep, some were asleep. After the meeting, I was frustrated. I couldn't figure out why it didn't go the way I wanted. Then I realized that it wasn't what I was saying. It was how I was saying it. I wasn't reading the room. I wasn't adapting to the energy in there. People didn't just want the facts. They wanted to feel like they were part of the conversation. So the next time I had to present, I did things differently. I focused on connecting with the people in the room. I asked questions, I listened to their feedback, and I adjusted my approach based on the energy in the room. And guess what? It worked. It worked so well for me. People were engaged, they were interested, and I got way better results. This is what I want you to understand. When you learn to read the room, connect with people on an emotional level, and communicate effectively, everything changes. It's not just about what you know. It's about how you make people feel. Now that you know the social skills you need, let's talk about how to develop them. Because that's another thing that you need to do. You need to develop them. First, you need practice. You need to practice this. These skills don't just show up overnight. You've got to actively work on them. Start by putting yourself in more social situations, whether it's at work, with friends, or even at the grocery store. Practice listening more than you speak. Practice being adaptable and reading the energy around you. Next, this is going to be important and the hardest step. Focus on building empathy. You can do this by being curious about other people's experiences. Ask questions. Get to know their story. And really listen to understand, not just to reply. When you start connecting with people on a deeper level, you'll notice your relationships becoming stronger and more meaningful. You also need to work on self-awareness. Pay attention to how you come across in social situations. Are you dominating the conversation? Are you really listening? Are you giving off confident energy, or are you holding back? The more aware you are of your own behavior, the easier it will be to adjust and improve. And finally, I left this for the end. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. Social skills improve with experience. You might feel awkward at first, but the more you push yourself to engage with others, the better you'll get at it. And eventually, it will become second nature. Here's the deal. If you want to win in life, you can't just rely on your skills and hard work. You can't. You absolutely cannot, and you shouldn't. You've got to master the art of connection. You've got to develop the social skills that will help you build meaningful relationships, open doors, and take you to the next level. So start today. Start by paying more attention to the people around you. Listen more. Be curious. Practice empathy and adaptability. And most importantly, put yourself out there. The more you engage, the more you'll learn, and the better you'll get. Remember, this isn't about making friends or being liked. That's fine if you want to do that. And that's part of social skills, right? But this is also about creating opportunities for yourself, building a network, and setting yourself up for success. The people who win in life are not the ones who work the hardest. They're the ones who know how to connect. So, get out there and start building those connections. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't hold yourself back by thinking you're not a people person. You can learn these skills, and once you do, the possibilities are endless. You're going to see doors opening. You're going to have people in your life that are going to help you learn new things, open new doors, do so many things in your life that you're going to be like, wow, I should have done this a long time ago. And here's the thing about social skills. It doesn't matter how old you are, you can always learn them. You can always start practicing them. You can always learn something new. You can always create connections no matter how old you are. No matter if you're younger, no matter if you're older, it doesn't matter. You can use these social skills at any age, and you can start building friendships that last for a really long time, sometimes your entire life. You can start building relationships that last sometimes your entire life, but those relationships can also open doors, get you to the next level, help you learn something new that is going to get you to the next level. But you need social skills. So start practicing. Again, just start. Just start today and learn those social skills. And that's it for today. If this episode fired you up, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, winning in life isn't just about what you know. It's about how you connect. So start working on those social skills, and I guarantee you, you're going to start seeing a difference in every area of your life. Until next time, this is Bjordan Banderas, reminding you that the power to change your life is in your hands. So go out there, shake things up, and start winning, and have a great day.